Huh.
Yeah,
That
I
was
tried
really
turning it
weird.
on.
The sun just started fading out and then all of a sudden you were gone.
Huh.
Couldn't imagine what could have caused it.
Twilight Zone.
Yeah, something like that. All right, let's resume with 3148 Slaterville Road. We already did the public hearing. Part three, or part two and part three of seeker. I move that we mark all the questions as small to no impact and declare a negative declaration of significance for seeker
I second.
for this project. Second,
Right.
any discussion or questions? No? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All in favor? Excellent, thank you. Opposed? Awesome. All right, so seeker is closed, then we can have a resolution to approve the project.
Okay. So, whereas the Town of Caroline Review Board approved a lot line adjustment on June 3rd, 2025, and set a date for a public hearing on a lot minor subdivision of July 1st, 2025. And whereas the public hearing for this 3-lot minor subdivision of this, not of the three, of the 134.7 acre site was held on July 1st, 2025, and that was tax map parcel 7.1-34. The finished survey map, as well as the section 239 review from Tompkins County Planning, were reviewed, and the review board found they were complete. Therefore, be it resolved that the review board approves the minor subdivision application of Bonnie Watson, who is dividing the original approximately 134.7 acre site into 3 lots, one 6.7 acre with a house, garage, barn, etc., and she will retain 2 development units. One 76.72 acre site on the north side of Route 79 with 26 development units, and one approximately 41.6 acre site adjacent that will, I'm not going to say adjacent, getting rid of adjacent, that will have 13 development units. Therefore, be it resolved that the following information is not included in the review: proposed use of each lot, proposed location of any structures, septic permit, water supply information, and driveway locations. And then I think we talked about the wetlands, but we don't have to say anything in any of these about wetlands. No, okay. So that's my resolution.
Second.
Second.
Before you,
Yeah,
it says Watkins resolution at the top and it's Watson, isn't it?
It's Watson. You're right. Thank you. I will make sure I correct that when I send it to Jesse. Thanks.
Dean, for the middle lot, for the 20, did you mean 25 or 26 development units?
26.
Okay, it says, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I had it wrong.
any other comments, questions? All right, we have a second, all in favor of accepting the resolution? Aye, opposed? Excellent. So that project is approved. Next project is 119 Landon Road. I believe Don needs to recuse himself.
Yes.
Project.
The
Excellent.
applicant is in attendance.
Applicant is in attendance. Are there, first of all, are there any questions and or concerns about the project so far? Shall we just review it?
Sure.
Before we open the public hearings? Vacant land to be conveyed, vacant land to be conveyed, vacant land to be conveyed to the Blizzard. See, I read it as Buzzard last time too, didn't I?
And an O and an I can look like a U.
We're not
Paying the barbers to any buzzards just yet.
Well, never know. Okay. And we did the. Was that the lot line adjustment? Didn't we do a lot line adjustment last
This
time?
B, You didn't, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think we said we were gonna do them both together
Okay.
at this one.
You did.
Great.
Okay,
This is the parcel.
Okay.
This one
Yeah,
here.
and then that's the buffer.
Right.
Does this one end up with development unit?
no,
Then one.
To get the full
Yeah.
picture of the property, it crosses the road. This just shows, this survey shows the property that's that's affected this here. But the development units will stay with that. I had a list somewhere. Oh, here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's written right there. Yes, you guys didn't see it, but it has the development rights written on here. Should have parcel A being retained in the parent.
Is this your parent lot?
The southern.
Excuse me?
is this the parent lot? Or is that the parent lot?
Parent is on the other side of the road. You can't see it.
No,
Oh, parent lot's over here.
It's also there.
Oh, right.
No,
Oh,
close to you, correct. That's the parent lot there.
Okay,
oh, okay.
So here, put this in relationship to the map you got there.
Mhm.
This is what's coming on, being subdivided. This is a part that's goes off to where Craig is.
Got it.
yep,
And this is the land that's on the other side of the road and comes back over here.
okay.
You really did your research, Mr. Barber.
Shall we open it for public hearing?
Yes,
I move that we open the public hearing.
second,
Second, all in favor?
aye.
Aye. Can't vote, Don. Is there anybody in the waiting room to say anything? No.
No, no one's here.
Nobody. Yeah, and it's just us, nobody in the, sitting in here. Move that we close the public hearing.
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Excellent, public hearing is closed. Any questions for the applicant before we move on to seeker? No. There was a 239 review from the county, just pointing out the informational wetland on the parcel. Yeah. So any questions or anything about that?
Just so this informational wetland thing, so that just means like if someone wanted to go build a house on that part, they'd have to go figure out if it's actually a wetland or something, or.
I think when they come in for a building permit, that the code officer will have to check with DEC with the location of the permit and what's going on, and then they'll decide whether they
Yeah,
have regulatory authority about it, what they want to do.
okay,
And they would have to have a site plan with where the driveway is gonna be or whatever they wanna build. or
Yeah.
Yeah,
All things like that.
I put the driveway there.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Hence the 55.
Seemed like a good idea to me. And I'm not even an architect or a landscape designer. I know.
Shows you what all the years on the review.
Okay,
All right, if there are no other questions or comments, I move that we mark all the questions for the part 2 of seeker as little to no significance and or impact, and then part 3 is declaration of negative negative significance of environmental environmental assessment. Yes, so
Are you looking for a second?
I'm looking for a second.
second,
All in favor?
aye.
Aye. Excellent. So that's a neg deck for seeker. So we'll move on to resolution of acceptance for approval if there's no other questions or comments.
Okay, so this is the Barbara Rosenberg resolution of 119 Landon Road. Whereas the public hearing for this 2-lot minor subdivision of a 13-acre lot tax map parcel 9 1-5.32 was held on July 1st, 2025, and that all the materials submitted by the applicant, the finished survey map, as well as the section 239 review from Tompkins County Planning were reviewed, and the review board found they were complete. Therefore, be it resolved that the review board approves the minor subdivision application of Don Barber and Rita Rosenberg, who are dividing the original 13-acre site into 2 lots, one approximately 12 acres with 1 development unit and 1 0.7 acre site with a lot line adjustment. So that this will create a buffer. This will create a buffer. We don't need to say to be nearby house, and will become part of tax map parcel. Do I need to have to say that?
You ready?
Yes.
9.-1-6.11,
9.1-6.11.
correct.
The 0.7 acre parcel will have no development units. Right? Therefore, be it further resolved that the following information is not included in the review. Proposed use of each lot, proposed location of any structures, septic permit, water supply information, and driveway locations.
I second resolution. Any other comments or questions before? No, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, excellent. Project is approved.
Great.
Any other items that we would like to discuss before we adjourn?
Hear anything coming?
Is there stuff for next month, Bob?
Can't think of anything.
Not yet.
Good answer,
Okay.
good answer. Before that-
Why are so many houses for sale in Slaterville?
So why won't they sell?
I don't know.
But what about? I see all the up on the side.
Oh, a little bit right there. Oh, no, like the ones down sitting over here. Yeah.
I move that we adjourn,
Let's adjourn.
breathe, excellent, all right, adjourn the meeting.
I think everybody's voted for it.